getting set up. Thank you for joining me today. You've got Mary Burke live in the kitchen figuring out my slow cooker recipe. I'm gonna do some spicy chili today. So thank you for joining me today while I'm making some spicy chili. Hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. Hope you are all having a good Sunday as well. Now, my dishwasher came in overnight and stacked all the stuff where I'm going to be preparing stuff, so spare me. Just hang with me here while I do a little bit of cleanup. All right, so this one I'm going to need. This one I'm not. These I'm going to need later. That I'm not going to need. Happy Sunday, everybody. Don't mind me while I am just getting set up. Oh, I should probably turn off the... How loud is the dryer? There, I can turn that off. There, that we should be able to hear each other a little bit better now. Okay. Here in the farmhouse, I don't have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher, or I have someone help me wash the dishes here in the bunkhouse, so everything's done by hand, including putting it all away. My turn to put it away today. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna need that. This here. I need those. Put these away. There we go. Okay, that can go away. I'm gonna keep this. This can go away. That can go away. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke live. Yes, you've got the real Mary Burke right here. So just make sure this is the account that you follow, you like, you subscribe to, join, share, any of that. Thank you for chiming in from Kentucky. You can certainly let me know where you're from. So, anyways, I will try my best to answer your questions. Ireland's in the house. You can, like I said, you can certainly let me know where you're from, where you're joining me from. I will be, when I get it all cleared and ready to go, I will be making some chili in here. But I figured I might as well chat with you while I'm getting all set up. Okay, got a couple of bowls here. I'll need that for the chili later on. Now this is slow cooker. This is slow cooker chili. So I will be prepping it and putting it, at first I've got to brown some of my meat, and then I will be sticking it in the slow cooker along with all the other ingredients. So I figured today what I might do is change it up a little bit and put my slow cooker on this side, okay? So usually I put it on the other side, but for you today, I'm gonna put the slow cooker right here. So that way we can see it all. Okay, plug the slow cooker in. I'm gonna turn it off for right now, or put it on low. I'll actually start it on low right there. Now what we're gonna be starting off with is I do a mixture of ground turkey and ground beef. I don't just do ground beef. So start by washing my hands. There we go. And thank you for joining me on this lovely Sunday afternoon. It is sunny and warm out. but I've got to get this in the pot if I want it to cook for dinner. So thanks for your roses and your hearts. I love when you send those. Are you guys all ready for Easter next weekend? That's the next thing coming up. Now, I am by no means any type of expert when it comes to chopping, dicing, any of that stuff. So I just go for it. So bear with me. I know there's a whole way to go ahead and go do it, but it doesn't work for me. So you'd think I would learn. I'm just peeling that outer layer of skin off. There we go. And then I will chop my onion. What I don't use, I will save. What I don't use, I will save, because then I will use that over the course of the week. Because with this chili, so tonight I'm going to have chili. Tomorrow I'll have chili on top of a baked potato. The following day I might do something else that has chili in it. So I can make this chili now and have it be for 2 or 3 meals throughout the course of the week. So it feeds 10, but there's only so many of me. So I've got to make it last all week. There you go. So thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke live here on Sunday. Make sure that you hit follow, subscribe, like. I am chopping up some onions right now. I will be chopping up tomatoes later, but not right now. There we go. Just going to chop up some onion because that is going to get cooked with my meat. So this will get cooked with the meat right here. Okay, so now I need the meat, right? Let's get the meat. Meat's in the fridge. So again, I use both ground beef and turkey. So I like to keep I try to stay as lean as possible. So I know that's not always possible, especially with something like chili. You want to make sure I try to make it as healthy as I can, even though it's kind of a cheat day, right? Okay, cutting into that. Cutting into my Jenny O ground turkey. I'll use the small one to cut into this one. There we go. Excellent. Now, let's get the meat on the meat. I will rinse that out before I throw it out. You gotta get rid of all that scent, otherwise I'll have lots of animals in my garbage. Gonna put the onion in as well. Now I do have a recipe for this. Where did I put my recipe? Good question. What time is dinner? Dinner will be in about 4 hours from when I get it on the slow cooker. So that's where it's going to take a minute. Now I do have somewhere, I have my recipe. Oh, there it is. There's my recipe right there. Okay, so let's get this started right here. We're going to get that heated up for a minute, so you can let me know where you're chiming in from, who's in the house, where you're from. So thank you so much for joining me. You've got me live. Yes, you've got me live. So Texas is in the house. Yes, 4 hours before we can eat. So thank you for joining me here while I am prepping and getting everything ready. So we will be using cayenne pepper, chili pepper, garlic, salt, pepper. My peppers that will be in there will be Hungarian wax peppers, as well as a jalapeno. Then my diced tomatoes will be the Rotelli Hot and Original, I will also be using dark kidney beans and pinto beans, some Tabasco, and a beef bouillon, as well as some ragu. So stay tuned while we put it all together. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live. Make sure that you hit follow, you hit like, you hit subscribe, you comment. You can let me know where you are from. And what I am making today is a spicy chili. Yes. And this will be good. I can make it today. I can freeze some of it and take it out when I need it. And I can utilize it throughout the week for different meals. So I can make burgers later and do some chili burgers. So put some chili on top. I could heat up some hot dogs later and do chili dogs. I'm definitely planning to do baked potatoes that are going to have chili on top. So stay tuned. Okay, I smell the stove starting to heat up. Oh, well, it helps if I have the right burner on. See, that's always check what you're doing, right? Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday while I prep and cook and put in the slow cooker the ingredients for the, what is it I'm cooking again? Chili, spicy chili. There we go. All right, so while I could technically put a bunch of this stuff in there already and get the slow cooker going. So it's going to require about 30 ounces of the tomatoes. So we can put that in like so and get that going. Now you keep the juices on the tomatoes. All right, the beans I'm going to rinse off, but the juices on the tomato I'm keeping. So then I can just open this up, pour it in there. There's one. Now I'm going to need 3 of these all together. So now I'm going to do an original here. So I did 1 hot, 1 original, like so. And now my onions is starting. So at least those can be started in there. Got that going. All right, and now I can get over here and start in on the ground meat. And I'm using both ground turkey and ground beef for the base of the chili, my meat in the chili. So, there we go. Put that in. That started. Turn that to medium high. Put in my turkey. There we go. Turkey's now in, and we're just going to keep stirring. Now I'm going to be browning all the beef. All the meats, browning the meats. This will cook down. This will bring down the cook time by about an hour on the slow cooker. Okay, so that's going to sit there and brown for a second. So I will come back and talk to you. So by browning the meat ahead of time, I will cook. It will reduce the actual cook time in the slow cooker because the meat does not need to cook in there Plus this way I can skim off any of the fat. So there's not a layer. There still will be fat that will rise to the top while it's in the slow cooker, so I'll come along and skim it off. So what I'm making today is slow cooker chili, and I like it spicy. I do like my chili spicy. So stay tuned. Right now I'm browning the beef. Well, it's a 50-50 mix of ground beef and ground turkey. So thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you hit follow and like and subscribe, share. You can share me. It's okay to share me here. I don't mind that at all. So you've got the Real Mary Burke. I have my secret recipe right here. Yes, that's Mama Mary's spicy chili. All right, let me ground this. Let me flip this over. Flip that meat. There we go. Excellent. Turn that up a little bit. Throw this out. And I'm also going to get the colander, because the colander is going to, actually, let me use the big colander. I'm going to use the big colander today. Yes, see, the big colander fits right over in the sink, so I can adjust the size right here. Press that down. Press it, pop it down like that. See, so now my colander's at the bottom. And I can adjust it so that it will fit on my sink top, and then that way it'll drain. I also have underneath here under my sink, all that junk in the trunk there. Under my sink, I also have a drain. It's a biodegradable. You put it in your sink drain, and it will collect all the oil. So as you pour, oil isn't supposed to go down, and oil and grease is not supposed to go down your pipes, because that will actually have a buildup and end up clogging your pipes. You don't want clogged pipes. So here, I make sure that I insert this into my drain first, and that this will absorb and collect all the grease, and then I can throw this out afterwards. Okay. So that is going to go in here. I'm going to put that in my drain, like so. Let it sit in the drain, and have this over it. Perfect. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live as I am browning my meat. Yes, I am browning and grounding my meat over here. It is turkey and beef chili. It's a combination of the two. So it's just the meat and onions at the moment. There we go. We're going to turn that up just a hair. Okay, that is browning up nicely. In here, I have my, go with the slotted spoon. Yes, I'm going to go with the slotted spoon over here. In the slow cooker right now, I just have some of the diced tomatoes. I can rinse my kidney beans, so let's do that. While that is browning up, oh, this is a pull tab, that works. See, now I can use that colander for the same thing. I can actually I'll take out the drain thing if I'm going to do that first. We're going to drain this in the sink. This is, I went with light kidney beans and dark kidney beans. I also have some pinto beans. So we're going to pour this into the colander because I'm supposed to rinse them. There we go. That's one. And then the second one is one of those ones that you actually have to crank on the top. Because again, I don't have a, I do a lot of things manually. I don't have the powered ones or what have you. Same thing. Pull out my top. There we go. Drain that syrup down into the sink. And now we're going to rinse those beans. Okay. So now, as you can see, I have rinsed all those beans. There they are. They are rinsed. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a shake. Okay. We can open the top on this and pour those right on in. Perfect. There we go. Now I'll put my drain guard back in. So I am ready to drain the meat when it is ready. Now I always put the metal things down inside. Ooh, I guess I can't do it on that one. That one's a little too big. Same thing with this one. Okay, now, all right, so that's all done. Now, one more diced tomato. This is just a classic diced tomato. This does not have the jalapenos in it. So again, I do like it spicy, but I also want to be able to eat it. So I like it spicy. Now, if I'd used that rotelli, hot rotelli with the habaneros in it, that is very spicy. And this is diced tomato, and this is, again, you're going to keep the juice. Keep the juice. Okay. And that is also going to go right into the slow cooker. All right. So we're getting there. Thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live. Oh, that's what that one went to. Okay. I found that one. Okay. Excellent. I gotta flip my meat. I'm just looking to get rid of the pink. Now I could put it in there because it's mostly cooked. Because the slow cooker is going to cook it the rest of the way. I'm just going to give it a minute on that side. So thank you for joining me. You've got Mary Burke live. Yes, live. Thank you so much for joining me while I'm making my spicy chili. The spicy chili is ground beef as well as turkey. I've got dark kidney beans, light kidney beans. I am also going to have pinto beans in there later. You don't add the pinto beans until you're almost done. For whatever reason, these will become mushy. So you don't want to put those pinto beans in at the same time as you put the rest of the beans in. So, yeah, and then I have also have my ragu sauce that is going to go in there. And then all my spices. So hang tight because we're just waiting for that to get a little bit more brown, which it should be now. And then I am going to come over to the sink and put it in the strainer. And underneath the strainer is a drain guard that will catch all of the grease that you don't want in your chili. All right, so as you can see now, this is all nice and brown, and it is very juicy. It is very, very juicy. So I'm going to pour it in, and let's get some of that juice down into the drain guard. There we go. Like so. Okay, and it is still coated on the bottom. You can see that it is all slick and wet on the bottom. That's how much juice or grease was in that 2 pounds of meat. So we're going to put that off to the side and deal with that later. Now I am going to also, oh yeah, there is so much juice, it took up the whole thing down below. But now my drain guard is full. See, and even it's still dripping. You can see that it is still dripping underneath. So that is the meat right there, all browned, ready to go into the slow cooker. So here we go. Open the slow cooker, like so. And then we are going to put all the beef and the turkey and everything inside. Okay. Tap it a couple of times, make sure all of it's in there. Now that is ready to be cleaned. Okay, I could have used 2 drain guards. There's so much juice. I'm just gonna let that sit in there for a minute because it is so hot I can't even pick it up. If I picked it up, it would be scalding, so we don't want to do that. Now I'm going to stir this in, stir the meat, mix it with the beans and the tomatoes. All right. Now from here, excellent. Now from here, whoop, that's a big honking piece. I gotta cut that piece up. I like big chunks of my chili, but that's a bit much. All right, now it's gonna be time to start measuring. Okay. So, probably the best way to do that is gonna be for me to get one of those little bowls. I'm gonna add all my spices into this one little bowl, and then I can transfer it on over. All right, so what am I making? I'm making spicy chili. Thank you for joining me, Mary Burke, live. You've got The Real Mary Burke, so this is the account to hit follow, subscribe, like, comment. I will be turning my back a couple of times while I'm working here in the kitchen. I'm trying to get it all done. Thank you so much for the spicy chili peppers. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. This is my only account. You are on my only account. So just make sure, and I have been posting at the bottom of all my accounts that what my real accounts are. So don't get fooled. I did see, I think it was on Facebook. I did see on Facebook that one of the fakes was posting all my stuff, but they're telling them all my real accounts. So I guess I couldn't be too upset about that, but I did report the fake even still. Just be careful that you make sure that you're dealing with me. All right. Thank you so much for my gifts and for my hearts and my roses. I appreciate you being here. So you can shout out and let me know where you're from. I see somebody's from Germany. Thank you for chiming in. But thank you for thinking that I'm pretty. I'm kind of just thrown together today. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside, but I wanted to get this all going here in the kitchen because it is going to take about 4 hours to cook. So my meat is now in with the tomato sauce. Oh, I haven't put the tomato sauce in yet, but with the tomato and the diced tomatoes, and the kidney beans are in there. So thank you so much for joining me. I am going to start in on the spices. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of chili powder. So here's my 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Oh, I haven't, oh, I guess I did pop the top on that. There we go. So 2 tablespoons, ready? Here we go. There's 1. It won't be exact. I'm not an exact type of, see, that was a little bit more. Told you I wasn't too exact. All right, 2 tablespoons of that. Then we have 2 tablespoons of garlic. Same thing, I'm just gonna pop the top on that. Now, if you don't have garlic, you can use minced garlic. You can mince the garlic yourself. You can crush the garlic. You can take 2 cloves and smash them. There's 1. Just giving it a little love tap on the top to fill it in. There's 2 tablespoons of that. Let's see. I am also going to do a tablespoon. This is CC cilantro, so if you like cilantro in your, I'm going to just do 1 tablespoon of that. It's going to have a little bit of cilantro to it. There we go, not even a whole one. Okay, so we got that. Now, you can also, if you want it spicy, you can add, I like it spicy, so I'm going to add cayenne pepper. This, I am only going to use a quarter, smallest one. Okay, we're gonna go 1/4 of a teaspoon on that because the cayenne is strong, okay? I did mound it a little bit. There we go. All right, and then the salt and pepper will be to taste. Part of what I put in there as well is I ground up, it's a beef bullion. I use beef bullion. So if you're not familiar with that, it comes, you can get chicken bouillon or beef bouillon. They're little cubes. Sometimes they're in a jar and you can get the whole thing in a jar, all the cubes in a jar. And it's a compressed, compact beef bouillon, like so. Now I'm gonna crush it up and stick it in here. There you go. And then my salt and pepper, as I stated earlier, will be to taste along with my Tabasco. Okay, so these are now ready to go in. I've stirred this all around, so here's all my seasonings. These are the seasonings that are gonna go into my slow cooker for the chili. Now I do half beef and half turkey. So when it calls for 2 pounds of beef, I only do a pound of each. So hang in there. This is all gonna go in. Get it all sprinkled on top. Like so. Okay, now it also calls for, I use spaghetti sauce, it's tomato sauce, but I actually use a Ragu traditional, so I don't use like the strained, I use this. So there you go. All right, so now that is gonna get poured on top. Like so. Excellent. And now I'm done with that. So I can put these away, or I can put them over there. So now, as this cooks for the next couple of hours, I'll go back and I'll test it and taste it here and there and see what it's missing, see what it needs. All right, in addition to that, I am adding wax beans, wax beans, Hungarian wax peppers, and a jalapeno. Again, I like it spicy, so I'm also gonna add my salt and pepper. And the beautiful thing about these, they are grinders, so you know you can grab it by the grinder part, twist it and grind, but keep the cap on because then you can pop the cap off, and that's already measured out for you instead of just grinding it over the top and you don't know how much you have. So it does take a few cranks on it to get a good amount of pepper in there. And the same, and it will balance. Same thing with, whoops, make sure it stays on. Grab it by the by that grinder part and just crank away on it, like so. See, you're supposed to keep the lid on it. And my lid fell off. So the lid isn't that tight on the salt. So that salt is on the, but as you can see now it is all collected in the tip. So this one is very tight, the pepper one. This is the one that's gonna make me sneeze. There you go, and when you pop it off, you can see all the pepper on the inside. So just a little bit of both. Now take that cover off again. Okay, I'm gonna crank it to high. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. It's all good there. Now I'm gonna cut my peppers, my spicy peppers. Put the Tabasco in there. I like Tabasco, so healthy dose. There you go, right on top, like so. Again, I will keep that handy in case I want more. It is to taste. Whoops. Those don't go in the fridge. There we go. All right, now move these peppers over here and my jalapeno. There we go. Excellent. And I have a little bit of onion left over that chop up, and I can use it to garnish on the top. Same thing with this. I will save a couple of the slices. Let me rinse these off. See, now you can see that my drain guard is completely full. And then that would have gone down the drain and could have added and created a buildup in your pipes, which would eventually clog your pipes. So I am very big proponent on using this biodegradable, it is biodegradable, drain guard to absorb all the grease. So don't pour the grease and then do the hot water. That doesn't do it, okay? Just don't put it in there to start off with, okay? Healthy little tip. Good. Now, I have to rinse off my knives. Okay. Knives are now rinsed. Yes, you'll see me using paper towels a lot. Okay. Additionally, when you're cutting a pepper, regardless of the type of pepper, you're not really supposed to cut them this way. You are supposed to shear down the side. Okay? It cuts out, well, I have a stem that's in the way. Gotta move the stem out of the way. But it cuts down on the amount of seed that you end up with in your end membrane. So now you're left with all the seeds up there instead of all down here. Now I do have some, but they're not many. You've got Mary Burke Live. In case you're just joining me, I am now working on the membranes of my peppers and getting rid of the seeds so that I can add these to my chili. There you go. And this way, I'm just gonna go back, cut that off. Now I might still end up with a little bit of membrane. It's a lot easier to get rid of than if you're going in rings around. There you go. All right, now here are my Hungarian wax. Time to dice those up and put them into the chili. So stay with me, hang with me now. I'm gonna put that down. And I pinch the knife by the blade. Putting your finger on top doesn't help with any of the stability in it. You pinch the blade and let your hand rest on the top. Don't ever wrap your fingers around the bottom of it either. So pinch the blade, keep the rest of the fingers back. All right. Thank you for joining me while I'm making my spicy chili today in the slow cooker. I appreciate you being here. You can let me know where you're from. I'll be able to get back with you in a minute here and get to answering some questions and hanging with you for a minute while we're cooking our chili. Okay, I'm just dicing this up like so. And I'm gonna add it right back into my seasoning bucket. It's okay if it gets tossed in seasoning, right? It's gonna get coated no matter what. And I do like bigger chunks, so you won't see me finely dice these. I do like bigger chunks, and they're not gonna be uniform. I am not a chef, that is for sure. Just a girl trying to get it done. Right, same thing here as here on the farm. When I'm here on the farm, whatever needs to get done, I gotta do it. So whether it be working the tractor, yesterday I was laying in some railroad ties to create a berm and an edge on the edge of my pole barn, and where I store the birds that you hear chirping in the background. Those are baby chicks. So in case you're wondering, those are baby chicks that I have. So they're only a couple of days old. So yes, so yesterday I was using my tractor to transport my railroad ties. I had to dig out a little trench and install them in there, and then use rebar drill down into the railroad tie, and then use the rebar to secure it into place. And I got my bit stuck on a number of occasions. So, but I also used a sledge and to drive it in. So you may have seen some of those posts and reels. All right, so my wax papers are good. My wax peppers. Mary picked a peck of peppers. So you could say Peter picked a peck of peppers, but Mary picked a peck of peppers. Mary picked a peck of peppers. Mary diced a peck of peppers. All right. Now all of this is going to transfer into my little bowl, because that'll be easier to get right in. And again, if it gets coated in some seasonings, that's all good. Now the same thing, I'm going to use the small paring knife and cut into my, oops, well, I guess I cut into the actual seed part. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well. So this jalapeno pepper is also going to go into, there we go, into my chili. If you're just joining me, I am working on a slow cooker chili, and it is going to take about 4 hours start to finish in the slow cooker. I ground the beets, then I drained the meats. I put in the beans and the tomatoes. They're already in the sauce, and then I did a tomato sauce as well as red kidney beans, and the pinto beans will go in later. Okay? All right. So now I am also going to dice up these jalapenos and put them in there. And I have another jalapeno that I will use when it comes time for the end result, when I put a little bit of al dente pepper and onion, jalapeno and onion on the top. So stay tuned, because you will see the finished product when I'm done. I don't know that you'll be here for 4 hours, but I will make sure to post it in a reel and in a short so that you can see it. I apparently missed a little piece. So let's go back to that one. Make sure I get that all diced up. All right. Now that these are the jalapenos, these are the really spicy ones. Then I have the Hungarian wax peppers as well. I did not find, the reason that I didn't use green pepper, which gives it a bit more of a bite to it. I didn't use green pepper because the store didn't have good green peppers. They were already kind of by the wayside. So I wasn't gonna buy not good produce. So you've got me live, and we're adding our spicy peppers to the chili that is behind me. Slow cooker chili today, spicy chili. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna add the chili, and I'm gonna add my peppers. There we go, peppers are going in, and then I'm going to stir it all. There we go. Excellent. So now, there we go. That's looking good now. All right. So now I'm going to turn that to low. And how long have we, but I should wash my hands because I had spicy jalapeno peppers on there. So we're gonna wash the hands, because if I don't, I'm gonna touch my face and then I'm gonna be crying. You don't want to see Mary cry, right? So there it is. Excellent. All right, and I am back. Time to wipe down the surface here. Put this away for now. Now, in about 2 hours from now, I will be adding the pinto beans as well. I'm not adding those right off the get-go because they do tend to get mushy. So I don't want to have them get mushy right from the get-go. You don't want that. All right. So, there we go. And a little bit of salt over my shoulder. Yes, I am somewhat superstitious. So, thank you so much for joining me. You've got Mary Burke Live. Yes, this is the account to subscribe to follow, to like. And I have just put the top back on the slow cooker. And I am, let's see, how long have I been on for? 40 minutes. So in about 3.5 hours, in about 3 hours. So let's put that on for 3 hours. So I am just going to do timer for 3. Not 30 hours. No. Stop. 3 hours. I'll do it on here. Timer. 3 hours. Start. Okay. So I will be going back and checking it and stirring it often. So thank you for joining me. You've got me live. The real Mary Burke, the account that you're supposed to follow, the account that you should like, the account to subscribe to. Yes, all of the above. You can comment here. So, where's my apron? The bibs serve as an apron. If I get a mess on my bibs, it's okay. That's what the bibs are for. So my shortalls, I'm wearing shortalls today because it is a beautiful day out. It's sunny, it's warm, it's beautiful. So I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm hoping that you are having a good Sunday as well. One of my weaknesses is jelly beans, and I have a jelly bean right here because Easter is next week. It's early this year. Oh, Miss Stella, come here. Come here, Stella. Come here. Come here. No. She wants to see what's going on out the window. She just went from the front window to the back window to check it all out. So, something's going on in the backyard. What it is, I don't know. Don't know. Can't see it. But the pool, I did have rain on yesterday. Was it yesterday that I had rain? But it wasn't bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And so the gunite people did not come to put the gunite in the pool. So if you've been following me, you know that I have a farm here in Lower Alabama. And one of the things I'm adding to the farm this year is an in-ground pool. So I'll be doing a lot more staycations. I won't be running off to the beach every weekend. I'll be doing staycations and hanging out at the pool. So I at Christmas time, I had a hot tub installed. So now I'm having an in-ground pool installed so that I can be here year round. It's mild winters here in Lower Alabama, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get freezing. I wasn't here over Christmas time when they did have a couple of snow flurries, but it stays warm most of the year. So right now, let's see what the temperature is out. Right now, The temperature is about 76, 78 degrees, so we'll settle on 77 degrees out. A beautiful day, nice and sunny, warm, just a beautiful spring day. So we did just have the first we're just in the first few days of spring. March 19th was the first day of spring. And part of what I did yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Stay there. So you hear some cheeps going on in the background. It's because I got some new chicks to add to my chickens here at the farm. I also get farm fresh eggs every day. So my chickens are from last year. And unfortunately, my oldest chicken didn't survive my last trip. My oldest chicken that had been here on the farm since I've been here is no longer with us. So I did just get 4 little chicks to start this season with. I don't have any roosters here on the farm because they cock-a-doodle-doo at all hours of the day and night. It's not just at sunrise like everybody thinks. They can cock-a-doodle-doo at 2 o'clock in the morning or midnight or 4 or anytime they damn well please cock-a-doodle-dooing. So hold on, they just got quiet, but I'll be right there. So hang on. So here are 2 of my chicks. They're just a couple of days old. This one is a blue-legged beauty, and this one is going to be a Rhode Island Red. So these are my little chicks. So I've got 4 of these. I got 2 of these and 2 of those, but I have to keep them handy. They're about 4 feet, 5 feet up on a whatever this is, 3 feet up on a pedestal here, and that would be a big old drop for them. So now Stella wants to come over and say hi now that I have the chickens over here. So these are, and yes, they do poop a lot, so I have to make sure that but I do get farm fresh eggs every day. Not from these guys, they're too little yet. And what you're seeing is they're starting to already change their feathers. So they're a few days old, but if you can notice the difference in them, see how they don't have the fluffy feathers? That's because they're already starting to change their feathers. Excuse me, Missy Miss. Excuse me, Missy Misses. Be nice. Be nice. There you go. All right, that's better. Just rub them on the top of the head and they're all a little bit better. Right? Yeah, is that better? It's okay. Give them a soft, safe environment for them to be in. My baby chicks, no. See, if you hold them, okay, this one wants to go a little bit. Okay, yes. More like they're being snuggled, or when you cocoon the baby, you swaddle. There you go. I was looking for the word swaddle. So you gotta keep them, huh? There we go. Excellent. All right. So I'm gonna put these guys back. So I got 4. So I got 2 of each. I got 2 Rhode Island Reds and 2. I haven't named any of them. I don't name any of them because the mortality rate on them, if I end up as good as I am at keeping them, they're just, sometimes they're not all that good. You know, like not all. I have about half of the chickens that I started with last year. So yeah, okay. I'll wash my hands after touching the chickens. I will also wipe down the countertop again. Let's wipe that countertop down, like so. Now, about once a week, I do take a conditioner to this. I take a cutting board oil, And then about once a month or every other month, I take a wax to it as well. There. Okay, so now that is wiped down. Excellent. And so now you can tell me where you're from. Yes, now you've got my attention. Now you've got my sole attention. Thank you for the roses. I love getting roses and hearts. I really love getting roses and hearts. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. So thank you. You've got Mary Burke Live. Oh, I've got a little crown and a heart. I love when I get crowns and hearts. That's fantastic. Happy Sunday, everybody. My hot spicy chili is in the slow cooker behind me. And it is starting to pick up the aroma, so I'm starting to be able to smell it here in the kitchen, and it will continue all day. So I have about 3 hours for it to cook, and I should check it. I'm gonna add a second one because that is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's check this one. Let's go in 60 minutes. Okay. Let's check it. I have the second one on so that I can add the beans. All right, because it's going to take about 4 hours altogether. So I'm going to check it again in about an hour, see how everything is shaping up and how it's cooking. See what I need to add to it. See what flavors it needs to be added, subtracted, what have you. But it is a slow cooker recipe that I have had for a long time. And it combines both ground beef and ground turkey. I'm trying to make it a little bit healthier. I use chili powder as well as cayenne because I like it spicy. There's a chopped onion, a beef bouillon, ragu, spaghetti sauce, as well as rotelli, diced tomatoes with habaneros, also just diced tomatoes in there, dark kidney beans, light red kidney beans, and I will be adding the pinto beans in about an hour and a half or so, because if I add these right now, they'll disintegrate before I get to eating them, and I don't want mushy beans. I don't want refried beans before I get to my chili. So thank you for joining me here live on this Sunday afternoon. You've got Mary Burke. So make sure that you hit follow, subscribe, like, comment. You can let me know where you're from and what the weather's like where you're at. It is sunny, warm, and about 76 to 78 degrees right here. So thank you. From Minnesota. Thank you. Oh, and here comes my mama kitty. I don't know if you can see her belly hanging low. I'm waiting for her to drop her litter. And the thing about cats is they go where they want to go. I could take her down. I could spray this countertop and spray her over and over and over again, and she will continue to just jump up here no matter what. So, Bloomington in Indiana, thank you for joining me. Yes, thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. Let's see, where else? Yes, my black witchy cat. Now, when I first got here at the farm, there were 3 all black cats. We call them the Stitchin' Witches, and they all had collars on them. So this one was white collar, and she was the one that had Lucky Charms. She had a litter this time last year. She had 5 kittens on St. Patrick's Day, so March 17th last year. And I was quite surprised to come back from my trip and find out that she's pregnant again, because I thought I brought her in to be fixed. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Now, there were 3 of them, and I would swear to you I brought in all 3, but maybe I missed her, because life will find a way, right? So all the rest of the cats have been fixed, including all them. I have 2 males, but they have also been fixed. So in total now, there are 2 all blacks. There's 2 of the 3 sisters. Then I have a tuxedo, which means she's got a white chest, all black, and then she's got boots, gloves and boots. She also happens to have a little white mustache, so I call her Mustache. Then I have the youngest male, which is Bo, and then he's a tabby. He's the son of one of the litters here. And then let's see, what's the other cats that I have? There is an all black one that is a male, and he has also been fixed. If he's hanging out here, he's gonna get fixed. So there's that one, and then there's the one that drives my big boy mad. My big boy dog out front absolutely drives him crazy every day. It's a black and white one that I call Slinky. He has also been fixed too. He was not happy about getting fixed. Ooh, he was not happy about getting fixed. So how many cats do I have right now? The farm, they're all outdoor cats. The only one that is inside is the mama. I give them a safe environment for them to have their babies in. So I don't want, because that happened last year, that one of the cats had a litter outside and then was trying to bring them in, and it was a big old mess. So now I take the cats, put them inside, and make sure that they have their litters inside. So she had her litter inside last year, so she knew to come in, and she doesn't try to go out or anything. But all the cats that I have a purpose. I mean, they keep the snakes, the squirrels, and any of the varmint away. So they are really good at their jobs. A little too good, because I had some wild bunnies, some baby bunnies that were born here last year around this time, and they were feeding on the baby bunnies, which was not good. So anyways, I have to do something real quick, and then we are good. All right. So, but yes. So the 2, then Mustache, then Bo, Slinky. So that's it, 5. 5 that are here all the time. But then I have one other boy that comes by every once in a while. He's not here full time. He just comes and gets some food every once in a while. So, but he doesn't live here per se. He might live in the woods, but he doesn't live here. But here on the farm, yes, I have probably 5 cats, 3 dogs, 6 chickens. Well, now 10 with the other 4 that I just got, and the 2 goats and Papa Pig. So I have a boy and a girl goat. Arnold is the boy goat. He is a dwarf goat. And Mavis, I thought I was buying another dwarf goat, but she is very little, so I'm thinking maybe she was a pygmy goat. But anyways, they get along famously. So Mavis is all black with some white in her, and Arnie is all white with a couple of black patches that look like Stella. Stella, where are you at? Come here. And then I have Stella. Stella is my rat terrier. Yes, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Yes, she is my rat terrier. She is rat terrier and Chihuahua. So if you say she's a Chihuahua, then yes. If you say that she's a Jack Russell, she does have the markings for a Jack Russell. She's just way smaller because of the Chihuahua and the rat terrier. Yes. But she has a lot of ticking on her, which means that she's got these little white Dalmatian kind of spots on her. But so as you can see, she is a very small dog. She's 8 pounds, but she is fearless. Yes, And she is also a very good guard dog and farm dog. She has no fear whatsoever. Last year, while we were here, there was a coyote that came out. I think it was injured and it was young. And it came out of the woods during the middle of the day while I was doing a live yoga session outside, and she took off after it, which is something that they do. They are pack hunters, so they will take one of them to go out and bait them and lead them back to the pack. So it was daytime, thank goodness. Had it been nighttime, I don't think it would have ended so good for Stella, because there are other dogs here, which is, I have a big dog that is my sole purpose is to be a guard dog. Yes, and that's Big Boy. He's out front. And then I have Willow. They're all rescues. And Willow she's pretty. She's nice. She's not a good farm dog. She's an outdoor dog. She doesn't get to come in. And she must have some retriever in her, because all she wants to do is chase the chickens. What are you thinking? There's no food up there for you. There's no food up there for you. No, there isn't. But now if I pat her, yes, is that good? Does that feel good? Yes, you get the love. You love to get the love. Yes. Lovey, lovey. If I stop patting her, she usually gets upset, and she'll usually tell me she's upset and say, Mama, I need more love. You're not giving me enough love. Right? Yeah. Want me to put you back down? Thank you for the kisses. Okay, down you go. And now she's going to be like, but the cat was up on the counter. Why can't I be up on the counter? See? I told you she was going to be like that. Yes, I know. You need more love now. This is one of the ways that you know that a cat is pregnant as well, besides the big bulging parts of her, is they are super, shh, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. No, that's not very nice. That's not polite, Stella. Part of that, they're also super affectionate. Yeah, super, super affectionate when they're pregnant. All right. What? What? There is nothing up here for you. There is nothing up here for you. No, there isn't. There's nothing. Nothing, honey. Nothing up here. You just want to be up here because the kitty's up here? Yes. Yes. I know. Now, these two have also really become better friends. They're not so good friends when she's not pregnant. When she's not pregnant, she's not nearly as affectionate as when she's pregnant. And she and Stella have a love-hate relationship. But right now, they're good snuggle partners, because when they go to sleep at night, they snuggle up next to one another. So you're going to be you're going to take good care of her kittens? Huh? You're going to take good care of her kittens when she has her kittens? And she keeps sticking her nose over the edge of into where the chicks are. I do keep, again, the chicks are also, I have a box that the chicks are in. As they get bigger, they'll get to hopping around more and wanting to get up higher and run more. So I will create a bigger box. But it takes for them to be about 10, 12 weeks before I can put them outside. They need to be in a brooder box or be in something small and contained for them. And they need to acclimate to the farm before you can actually just let them free roam. So I do have my coop outside, but my coop has adult chicks in it now. It has two Rhode Island Reds in it. And so they would not take kindly to chicks. I could put up a separator in between them, but on the other side, Arnie likes to sleep at night. So Arnie has kind of taken over the chicken coop, hasn't he? Yes, he has. So we have to find some place for the chicks, right? What do you think, Stella? Should we find a place for the chicks? What do you say? So right now, they are in their own container inside the bunkhouse. Yes. Cheep, 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 cheep. Okay. Down you go. Same with you, Missy Miss. I know. I know you don't want to go down, but you're gonna go down. That'll be nice. Otherwise, she's gonna bat you. Be nice to her. Be nice to her. Yeah. Oh, no more. All right. Now, in addition to that, for those of you who've been following me, you know that I also do some latch hook. So I finished my pillowcase. Here is the chicken or the rooster latch hook pillowcase. So pillow is inserted. Plump the pillow right there. See? And that is the finished product. So there you go. I do have a new one to start in on. So for those of you that have been following me, I haven't even opened it yet. So here's the newest kit, which is gonna have one of those Hereford cows on it, which I have a picture of in my living room. So if you watch me in some of my lives, sometimes that'll be in the background. So, and the way that yeah, well, you had it coming. This will also, here, it zips in the back for you to put your pillow into once it's all done. But I haven't looked at it yet. It's probably 70 by 70, if I had to guess. So it comes with a cheat sheet, so I will take that out and we can take a look at it together. There. So yes, it is 70 boxes across by 70 boxes down. And this side, see, this will show you the finished product, but this side will let you know that your color schemes, or it's like a paint by numbers on that side, except for that you're using yarn to do it. And then you have in here, let's see if I can get it going the right way so you can see it. This is going to be the cow. So with the horns. And then in here is going to be the 70 boxes that go across and down. Now you go left to right and you have to fill in on the horizontal line. You have to latch and knot your yarn on every single one of the boxes, 70 across and 70 down to make it work. And then that's, like I said, that's how it starts. And then this was the finished product when I did the rooster one. So that's the rooster. Still have to start in on my cow. So stay tuned, because I do like to chat with you live while I am doing that as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. You've got Mary Burke Live. You've got my true account. So make sure that this is the account that you hit follow, like, what else can I tell you? Follow, like, subscribe, join, comment, all of the above, all the above. You can give me gifts, you can give me hearts, anything right here. So enjoy. Just don't fall for the fake ones. There's a lot of fake Marys out there. It's big business to be fake Mary. So you got me live, so make sure you're following me here where I'm live. I appreciate you being here with me. I can start to smell that. I can start to smell the chili in the background. So the chili is in a slow cooker. It is going to take a few hours before it is ready. I will make sure to film it when it is ready for you, and I will garnish it with some fresh chopped onion, as well as some fresh chopped jalapeno and some Mexican cheese on top. So yeah, some taco cheese on top. So right back here, I have it all cooking up nicely in here, and we'll stir it up. That's looking good. It is. Now, one of my projects for this kitchen, which was supposed to be done already, which I haven't had time to do, but is to bring up some electric and install it so it is right here on the island, so that I can, if I'm doing slow cooker, I should be able to show you right here and not show you behind me. But all in due time, Little projects here and there. I'm still working. sent someone to go and get mortar for my shower base pan. And when they brought it back, they brought joint compound. So that wasn't too helpful. I already had plenty of joint compound. I didn't need joint compound. I needed mortar. So I sent them back, and it has not come back yet. But when I do get the mortar, I'll be setting the pan. So I was able to block out and around that joist that was in the way when I cut the hole for the drain hole for the pan. So I blocked that out. That's all set. And now I need to set it in place and mortar it in place, put up my rock board, and then set my shower settings for my for the actual shower head and my regulator. And then in addition to that, then start in on the tile, then put on my glass, because I have a neo angle, which means it's going to go into the corner, but then it will come out and out in like a diamond facet in the front, and those will be glass walls. So for my shower that is up in the shed, I also have to finish some trim work in there. I have 3 windows to trim out. So I'll have to do the stiles, the apron, the sill, as well as the door between the main area and the bathroom. Right now I just have a curtain rod going across there, so that'll be changed out. I will also install the entire door jamb and build my wood door. If you've been following me at all, you know that I have built and custom built. Now they're prefab and they're pre-made doors, but they come in pieces, so I must build the doors. And then I have to shave them top, bottom, sides to make sure that they fit where I need them, because everything here is custom, so that door frame is also going to be custom. Now the jambs that I use, all the trim work that I use throughout is cedar. So I use the smooth side of the cedar, because when you buy the cedar, you can either get the rough cut or the smooth side. So I use the smooth side, and I also polyurethane it. So that is all sealed. And then they're cut custom to go in with the new windows. Everything here in the bunkhouse has been renovated. I still have the master bed and bath to do. I have saved that for last. That is, the walls are all set, the ceilings are all set, but I do have to do new floor and new floor trim, new baseboards. And then the kitchen, I haven't decided. It does have a very country feel to it already, so I haven't decided. I know it does need new flooring and probably some subfloor in there, that I know. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do, what I'm going as far as that goes, how in depth I'm going to get. My thing is that I know it's going to be like a Pandora's box. Once I get in there, I'll open it all up. You cannot be jealous, Miss Stella, because I'm patting Kitty. No, you cannot be jealous because I'm patting Kitty. You can't. Would you like it? Yeah. Okay. I give her the end of the paper towel roll. See if that. Nope. She's already done with it. Well, thank you for joining me. You've had Mary Burke here live. It is probably time for me to get outside and enjoy the afternoon a little bit, get some work done here on the farm as well. I appreciate you being here while I get my slow cooker chili underway. Stay tuned, because I will show you the end result, and hopefully you took down the recipe and you'll make your own spicy chili. All right, about 5 minutes, I will sign off. So if you have any questions, now's your chance to ask me. I appreciate you being here. Just make sure that you hit follow, like, comment. Somebody asked for jumping jacks, so there's some jumping jacks. Because yes, I will continue to work out. That's another thing. So jumping jacks are always a part of my workouts. So are speed and agilities. Oh yeah, you think you're gonna jump from there? So another one of my favorite moves besides jumping jacks are speed and agilities. Right, Stella? So, push-ups I can't really do unless I'm doing them off of the wall push-ups. Yes, because I don't have the room to show you push-ups. Hello. Hello, Miss Kitty Kitty. What? What's the matter, Stella? Yeah. What's the matter, Stella? Yeah? You want to come do push-ups with me? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, eating the jelly beans. No jelly beans for you. No. Do close grip. All right, close grip ones. All righty. Yeah. See, there was no big deal about being up here. There's nothing up here. She was just upset that she got left out. So you can always send me let me know what your question is, or let me know where you're from. Where are you chiming in from today? I am in Lower Alabama. The farm is in Lower Alabama. That's another good way for you to find out where the fakes are, because they'll tell you they're all over the place. I've been in New York City. I've been in Miami. So no, that's not me. I'm in yes, but I do have two places. So just understand that I do have, and I do commute back and forth periodically throughout the year between Florida and Alabama. So that part is true. And the colder it gets, I definitely head down to Florida. Right, Stella? Be nice. Oh, that kitty's being mean. She's trying to tempt Miss Stella. Yes, Miss Stella. Be a good girl. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, kitty. We love you too. So, all right. So again, you can let me know where you're from. This is my dog Stella, and that's the pregnant mama Kitty. And I have the chili is on in the slow cooker behind me, ready to go. You want to go out? Do you want to go out? Yeah. No, Miss Kitty cannot go. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Shh. Here, I'll give her a treat, then she'll be quiet. All right. I will give her a greenie, so she will. Now you're gonna sit. You want to be a good girl and sit? Come here. You want the greenie? Sit. There you go. Okay. Now, go. There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It is time for me to head out and get some chores done, as well as work out and get in the hot tub and get all these things accomplished before I have my chili in a couple of hours. I appreciate you being here to help me make my chili. I know it's going to be spicy, and I appreciate you for joining me today. Make sure you hit follow, subscribe, like, comment, all of the above. And yeah, it's Kitty. Love you too. And that you'll join me again for my next live. And check in on me. Look at my prior posts. If you're new to me, so you don't know what I'm about, check out my prior posts, reels, shorts, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you. Thanks for joining in, and I will see you again soon, okay? Bye now.